All right, this is not Hearn Unleashed. This is What's Next for Matchroom. Our guy, Mr. Eddie Hearn here in Brooklyn.
He's always unleashed, though.
Yeah,
you never know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah. I mean, look, this guy, he's never home. He's always on the road. He lives on a plane because he puts on so many great fights, right?
Okay, I want to talk about Conor Benn. You know, he was out for a while. He says it's personal now. He wants to come back. Rumors about Manny Pacquiao. Who are we looking at?
We're looking at Chris Eubank Jr. I mean, it was one of the biggest fights we've nearly promoted.
Right.
You know, it was.
I was excited.
It was the fastest selling fight ever at the O2, the biggest grossing gate at the O2.
Will it still be?
After
the Smith fight?
Look,
okay.
Whatever way you want to look at it, through the ups and downs and the controversy that Conor Benn's had, he hasn't been out of anyone's mouth for a year. Like, he hasn't boxed for a year and a half now. Yeah. You know, these tests that he failed was a year ago now.
Yes.
You know, we've been through the whole process with the WBC. They've reinstated him in the rankings. We're going through the process with UCAD and the British Boxing Board of Control. He can't be doing any more.
Right.
So once that position is cleared with UCAD, we would like to do this fight in the UK in September. And I think there's a very good chance that could happen.
Wow.
If not, Abu Dhabi are interested in staging the fight, and we think it will happen there as well. So
at 160.
Yes.
Now no more 157.
Conor Benn said, don't worry about a catch weight. Don't worry about a rehydration.
Right.
And
it's still a risk. He's a 147 pound fighter.
Massive. Listen, even though Chris Eubank Jr. is coming off the defeat, for Conor Benn is not a middleweight. Right. You see him when he stands next to him.
He's a small welterweight.
Now, and watching him in the gym, he is absolutely ferocious. I mean, like, he's going to be like a caged lion when you let him off. You've got to be careful, because he's going to come to fight from that first belt. It's going to be a great fight, but still a bit of work to do, but that's the plan for Conor.
Has he earned your trust with everything that has happened with the drug test?
I've always believed him, you know, and it's difficult because most don't. Right. You know, I still have even my friends come up to me and go, "Yeah, I've Conor." I said, "Listen, I'm like, in my opinion, he's innocent."
Right.
And I've seen the facts, I've seen the science, I've seen this, and they'll go to me, "Yeah." I said, "No, I'm telling you, like, I've had a lot of stick over this. Yeah. I didn't need the stick. Right. I could have just gone, he's going to go through the system. Right. Good luck, mate.
You're right.
But I don't do that because I believe in him, so I backed him. Right. And I've had a year of abuse.
People attacking you
of course. But if you believe in something, you've got to stand by. I'm not going to hang him out to dry. Yeah. So I believe he's a good person. He's been through the process. Like, he can't be more now cooperative with everybody. Like I said, it's a year and a half since.
No, but you know, fighters who are usually guilty, they kind of like get very, very quiet and don't want to talk about it no more. He's been fighting all of this time.
Do you know what? He's had so many opportunities probably to lie, to get himself out of the situation. This is one of the reasons I know he's innocent, right? There's things like, people come up with excuses all the time, right? Oh, this happened and my wife's taking these and I just took one. He's going, I'm not going to make anything up. Right. I'm going to just tell the truth. This is a situation we've been through, like, you know, and what will be during that process. So, like I said, you know, I must have had him in the office a dozen times during this process. Tears on the floor with his dad, with his trainer up against a wall. Right. Like, and, you know, there's been interrogation, and I believe him. I believe he's a good man, he's an honest man. And like I said, he's been through a lot. Like, some people are saying now, you know, he hasn't even had a ban. I mean, he hasn't fought. He hasn't fought for a year and a half. Yes. Right. So it's been a year since this process has happened. So, like, what, you know, at some point he's going to be returning back to the ring. If he keeps going through these processes and people are reinstating him in rankings, people are telling him he's cleared to fight, what do you expect him to do? Right. So,
is he allowed to fight here in America?
Yes. He can fight. He can fight anywhere in the world.
Have you explored any fights here?
Yeah. We've been spoken to commissions here that are happy to license Conor Benn. But the fact is, in England, Conor Benn against Chris Eubank's the biggest fight outside of Fury against AJ.
You need it there. You need it on that soil.
Let's talk about England's biggest fighter, in my opinion, Anthony Joshua. Right? The talks about Saudi, him fighting Wilder, has people crazy here. They love that idea, but he will fight in August, right? But it won't be against Dillian Whyte.
No, it won't be against Dillian Whyte. He will probably. We want to fight in August. It's almost certainly fighting Deontay Wilder in December. So part of us, you know, Saudi don't really want him to fight in August because everything's dangerous.
Yes.
So he's not going to be fighting Filip Hrgovic or, you know, I don't know who else is a great heavyweight out there.
Frank Sanchez, maybe.
Yeah, I mean Sanchez.
Small,
but
good.
But at the same time, the purpose for this fight really is gearing up for Deontay Wilder. It's spending time in the ring under the tutelage of Derek James.
Yes.
He's been in camp now for 4 weeks. You know, some good things in the Franklin fight, some bad things in the Franklin fight. If he goes into a fight with Deontay Wilder, it's the biggest fight of his career, and he must win.
Absolutely.
So therefore, he wants another fight. Now we need to find an opponent. I'm sure there'll be the usual criticism and etc. But also, it's got to be an opponent that gives him that enough of a test to show what he's been working with.
So you can't break it here on the show, huh?
No.
Can't break it here.
Definitely not.
You're gonna break it on somebody else's stupid
so you
show.
have the name already.
People keep saying to me, we have like 3 names. People keep saying to me,
All right, give us the 3
No,
names.
Give us one name.
listen, I'll tell you why.
One name.
I'll tell you why. Because this is
Give
why-
us the fighter's grandmom's name.
this-
Something.
this- okay,
Give us somebody.
Okay, Gladys.
Oh, no.
I knew it. I knew
No.
it.
Give us the least likely one then, out of the 3. Please.
Otto Wilder. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because he's a south.
But that's
We
a
like
good-
that
that's a
fight,
good
but
fight.
because he's a
Yeah,
southpaw. gearing
Gave
up for
Fury some
Wilder.
trouble.
Yeah. But let me tell you the main thing. And this is boxing. I give you a name. All right.
All right, I know.
Now,
I know
these
what
other
you're gonna
guys
say.
out there, all these promoters, watch my interviews, like they play it back, they speed up my sound, they slow down my sound, they get a mind coach doing tells on me, oh look, he's touched his nose, he might be, right? All of a sudden, you mention a name, someone gets in touch with him, let me handle these negotiations for you. And it's like, then they get offer him another fight, then they price him out. Everyone's trying to block, everyone's trying to maneuver. So the answer is no, I've made that mistake before.
I got you.
Okay.
So
I got you.
but we
We
want
respect
to
it.
fight on August 12th.
All
All right, before we get out of here, Standing 8, Eddie, rapid fire questions. You can't think about it. This is the first thing that comes to your mind. We're going to set it off. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what song would it
Wow.
be?
Maybach curtains.
Woo. Yeah, real popular song. We love that song over here in New York. No, we don't know that.
Meat Mill.
Oh,
Yes,
you
yes.
said Maybach.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that song is
said
legendary,
Maybach.
bro. That's a legendary.
My God.
That's a good pick.
All right, here's one you're not going to be able to answer. If you could only promote one fighter for the rest of your career, who would that be?
I mean, look, 3 fighters that actually have probably been the easiest fighters to promote.
Okay.
They're active.
Oh,
He's Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, and Katie Taylor. But they're actually.
that makes sense.
They've caused me.
They all fight everyone.
Yeah,
That's basically.
So
Yeah, it's
they've
too
caused
easy.
me less aggravation over the years
Right.
than anybody.
Right.
So yeah, probably one of those 3.
All right.
Oh, so you didn't pick one.
No, all right.
Katie
But
Taylor.
that was pretty.
Katie
All right, Katie
Taylor.
Taylor. Katie Taylor. That's good.
All right. The worst dressed boxer in boxing
Worst
today.
dressed boxer.
Not in the ring,
Whoa.
outside the ring.
Probably Tyson Fury.
Oh no! Purposely,
Okay.
purposely
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does that.
Like, he's like
That's a good one.
White Slazenger socks,
Yeah,
Versace
yeah,
shirt,
he's
and a pair of
ridiculous.
like Dunlop shorts.
He's
or something
ridiculous.
Like that. Yeah.
All right, second best promoter in boxing.
Second best promoter. Oh, that's difficult. Second best promotional company.
All right, you
Top Rank.
So why'd you say it like that? First of all,
Because I
it's
don't
like
think,
not Bob Arum.
I can't tell you that Bob, a promoter, is someone that goes out, works relentlessly, doesn't stop talking, goes on every show,
Yeah.
pushes the fight, and Bob can't do that now because he's 93. But
Right.
like mind-wise, but in terms of the way they run their business, Top Rank
Okay.
is a good
Most
fighter.
overrated fighter in boxing today.
Overrated fighter. Deontay Wilder.
You think so? Why would you say that?
I mean,
No, the reason I say that is because I think Deontay Wilder is a dangerous knockout artist.
Yeah. So
Right.
how's he overrated?
Because Luis Ortiz absolutely schooled him and stood him on his head. He knocked him out.
And got knocked out.
Yeah, like, he was 8-0 down in rounds, right? His only victory of note in his entire career is Luis Ortiz.
That's all that would fight him. Basically,
Oh,
nobody
okay.
else was really
Okay.
looking to fight him.
this is a- this is
my
the
bad,
standard
my bad,
eight,
my bad,
bro.
my
Get to the next
bad.
question.
The most underrated boxer.
There's a couple from our stable, and underrated. I think they're rated, but Lee Wood for what he done. I mean, beat Kanzu for the title, knocked out Michael Conlon in the fight of the year.
Yes.
Was beating Maurizio Lara, got knocked out, came back, beat
Beat
Maurizio
him.
Lara. Joe Cordina as well. 2 back-to-back fights as a challenger, and knocking out Agawa and then beating Rakhimov
Right.
in a fight of the year contender.
Right.
one fighter, non-matchroom in the world today active that you can pick and put on your team for the rest of your career.
Gervonta Davis.
Oh, of course. Only one venue you can promote at for the rest of your
Madison Square Garden.
Really?
MSJ.
Your whole career would be here
Yes,
in
yes.
New York.
Well, don't argue. We're from New
No,
York.
just want to know. That's
Big
crazy.
arena, Hulu, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like
Over
for-
Wembley.
for
over
a
Wow.
British promoter
Yes.
to come and do Madison Square Garden every time.
Which you
I'm
best.
done.
Yeah.
So, living his dream. Mr. Eddie Hearn, standing 8.
Introducing the new DAZN Boxing Show podcast. No matter the time or the place, getting your boxing content has become easier than ever. Tune in as we give you exclusive insights, predictions, fight night recaps, and more alongside the biggest names in the game. All for free. Available globally every Thursday across all audio streaming platforms and with new episodes dropping weekly to give you the latest news. Just type in the DAZN Boxing Show podcast, listen in, and enjoy.